I'm with the mid dot, one phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? QB drop. Watch QB drop.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable for Lockett. Tyler Lockett, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Officially, that is a 99-yard punt return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Pick me up. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go. Hey, Alpha. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Still 54. Second turn defense. Second turn defense. Let's go. I got this. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's letting it fly, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 3 buzz. Alert. He's coming.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First down, Seattle, 27 yards.
Come on now. One left. Bang.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's coming this way. Here we go. Check the backer. Watch the air. 18. Check 99.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike's 5'4". Nice, sweetheart. Switch. Check. Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Check 3.
Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, keep it up. Where's 52? Black 52. 52's the mic. Gotcha. 11. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Wild Bill.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Tempo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Deuce.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go. It's just me and you. Check 37.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 71 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Show it up. Show it up.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Got double time. Double time. Hey.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, gun. got you. Right there. 54 Mike.
On third down, a run from Breida. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A 46-yard attempt.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
You don't want no problem from me.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, man.
Now a handoff looking right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have another first down and more. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. Nothing doing, barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Caught by Wilson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go. Like 20! We got chips over here. There's overload. Watch 10. Tight ends on the Lucy. 2. Spot. 2. No. Get hot.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, gun.
Here's Breida. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! Hey, check. 12. I got you. 54. It's our field.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Bravo! Mike 28. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 50. 21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now it's Lockett. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Mike, check, 59. In your face.
Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Wilson. Just keeping the play alive. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. And now he's going to use... He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that one... oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got daylight past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That's it, baby.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Seahawks, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many miracles bird in my dome and like. Showing me love for my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. L's, no sin for me, just I give it all I got.